Chicago Bears take on the Washington Commanders on a short week on Thursday Night Football. So let's talk about the matchup, give you guys my preview for it, and make a final game prediction score at the very end. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports all back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, please do hit that big subscribe button down below. I know it's not a fun time, folks. Trust me on that. But it would help me a lot if you guys support the channel by doing that. And also by hitting the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so let's get into the preview here, people. So Bears versus Commanders, running through the numbers like we usually do. The Commanders are big favorites in this one. Well, not huge, but almost a touchdown. -6.5 is the line. I think it's been creeping up. It started at, I think, 5.5, and it went to 6, and now it's 6.5. And yeah, people are betting the Commanders heavy on this one since the number keeps moving in their favor. I'll talk about that in just a second here. The over-under is 44.5, which is decent, nothing great. And so we take a look at the Washington Commanders. They are 2-2 on the year with 2 wins against the Denver Broncos. Well, we just lost to, but we almost could have beaten them. Don't get me started on that. And the Arizona Cardinals, who aren't a good team, but have looked pretty decent as of late. They've been competitive, and they even beat the Cowboys, which is a big accomplishment. So they're 2-2, and then they did just lose to the Eagles by 3 points. It was a very close game there, so they kept it very competitive, and they almost won them. But then they did also get completely plastered by the Buffalo Bills. I mean, that was a drubbing, 37-3. So it's hard to make sense of this Commanders team, just because of, what we've seen thus far. But I got to tell you, folks, right, we can't take any team lightly at this point, including the Washington Commanders. And they're favored in this game for a reason. They've been playing better than the Chicago Bears. They have 2 more wins than the Chicago Bears. And so when I take a look at this matchup with the Washington Commanders, everything starts to me with their defensive line. Their defensive line is elite, folks. Daron Payne, Montez Sweat, Chase Young, they are loaded up front. The offensive line for the Chicago Bears is really going to have to hold its own against his D-line, or Justin Fields is going to be on his back all night long. Now, the silver lining is I think we get Tevin Jenkins back this week. I hope. He was activated off of the IR, missed the first 4 games, and is set to practice, and hopefully he plays on Thursday, and it's a short week, so it's still up in the air, if you will, but that would help a lot. But yeah, man, for me, taking a look at this game and talking about that defensive line, the biggest key to me is for, again, the offensive line to hold up against the D-line, but for Justin Fields to continue his play and get the ball out quick. I want quick passes this game, just like Fields had against the Broncos. Very decisive, very much just in the pocket and read and react. And you can't do these 7-step drops here on this Commanders team, because you will get pressure and you will, not have enough time. So I don't want Luke Getsy drawing that up. I'm talking about quick, passes here for Justin Fields. Find DJ Moore on these slants. And the Commanders have been getting beat up by receivers. A.J. Brown just absolutely dominated them last week. Had 175 yards and multiple touchdowns. And, yeah, he just destroyed them. DJ Moore can do absolutely the same. He is phenomenal. So I need DJ Moore to be fed and fed and fed. The secondary isn't as good as the front 4. And so Luke Getsy, you got to dial up a lot of DJ Moore targets in this one. And Justin Fields, like he did last week, stay in the pocket, be very decisive, and deliver quick throws on time, on target, with anticipation. Now, that does not mean I don't need him to get out of the pocket, create when he need to. I'm just saying I love the way he played last week within the structure of the offense. That's what we need. Luke Getsy, keep up with the bootlegs. Play action, rollouts, get him on the move. You love that, but when he does sit in the pocket, make sure it's these quick throws, easy reads that he's able to deliver, because you're not going to have a lot of time. On the other side, switching gears here, taking a look at their offense for the Commanders, I don't know what to make of Sam Howell, man. I'm not a big fan. 4 TDs, 5 picks on the year, just completely what the bet against the Bills, but then played decent and pretty well against the Eagles. Another good defense. So it's again, very up and down, very herky-jerky. I don't know what to make of Sam Howell. But I will say this. I don't think Sam Howell is very good. Again, the jury's still out, but I don't think he's very good. I think you can get pressure on him, but the Bears really can't get pressure on anybody. Our secondary's banged up. We're probably going to be missing a bunch of guys. And so at this point, you really just got to hope, we can somehow get pressure on Howell. Not that mobile, but really for me, the biggest thing is I'm kind of keying in on Terry McLaurin. If you let Terry McLaurin beat you, he's going to beat you. One of the best receivers in football, very underrated, doesn't really get talked about with the elite names, but make no mistake about it, his play can be elite. And we've seen the Bears get absolutely babied by DBs here. Mike Evans, what he did to us in week 2 or week 3, I forgot what it was against the Bucks, but the point is, you got to make sure to not let Terry McLaurin beat you and, just get pressure on Sam Howell. That's really how you want to attack this Commanders team. I don't really think they're that dynamic. I mean, they've got some decent players. Brian Robinson is a solid running back. Curtis Samuel's okay. Jahan Dotson's got some potential and promise. But overall, folks, no one really scares me on the Commanders offense more really than Terry McLaurin. That's the main guy. And so that's what I'm kind of focusing on with him. And, of course, getting pressure on Sam Howell. Overall, folks, look, the Commanders are the better team right now. They are the better team. But I think the Bears are the more desperate team. And hear me out on this. If they do not win on Thursday night, I believe that Matt Eberflus gets fired. Now, that's a good thing because he should be getting fired. But that loss against the Broncos stings so much, and I know it hurt Justin Fields so much, that I'm just going to take one more shot here, folks. I know I shouldn't do this. I'm going to take one more shot here, and I'm going to take the Bears to somehow pull this out on the road in Washington. I shouldn't be doing this. I really shouldn't. But my gut tells me that the Bears being the more desperate team here, and with Justin Fields showing that sign of life last week and how well he played, and the potential for nobody on the Commanders to cover DJ Moore and him kind of going off, I think they can squeak one out. I think they can squeak one out here because this is a do or die game. You lose this game, we're getting some firings, as we should, probably even without the game. But you lose this game, 0-5, yeah, that might be kind of what, breaks the back for the team. And we're talking about tanking and the number 1 overall pick. And this would really be a huge momentum shifter for the Chicago Bears. So give me the Bears to pull off the upset here in a very close, low-scoring game. They actually kicked the field goal this time and win 24-21. Bears beat the Commanders on Thursday Night Football. Similar to how they beat the Patriots last year and that kind of set them off. Let this be that game. That was also, I believe, a primetime game. I'm taking one more shot with this team, people. I could be wrong. I could be totally off. I could be stupid. But I'm taking one more shot on Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears. 24-21. They beat the Commanders on Thursday Night Football. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below as always.